welcome to Joanne's Healing Within. I am Joanne Angel Barry Colon, your certified personal trainer, holistic healer, nutrition coach, author, publisher, the owner of Fitness for Us, and the creator of Chakra Balance, Numerology, Cosmic Energy Forecast Deck. And today, before we get started, I'd like to remind you to share, like, and also comment about today's show, as we do have 3 amazing guests who are coming on again to share some more great information that they have for you. But before we go there, I want to just give a shout out to some of my sponsors, as we do have Good Chi Feng Shui LLC. As I've been mentioning for, a couple of weeks now, this is a really great time to feng shui your office space, your home, and even every area of your life to feng shui. So get in contact with Good Chi Feng Shui LLC. We also have Sherry Simpson, who is one of our guests today, who's a transformational life coach. She's going to feng shui your life with a transformation in all areas of your life, your mind, body, spirits, and your emotions. And let's give a nice shout out to Nick Rafter, who is our real estate agent. He has actually been very transparent on our show for quite some time now, so he's one of our sponsors as well. I'd like to set today's energy and also just note that today is the 5-5 energy, so it's about freedom, change, adventure, fun, and also unpredictability. Because when we have change in our life, we're going to have unpredictability. And you have 2 choices to go when we have unpredictability. You can embrace it and bring joy and happiness and laughter along with that unpredictability, or you can have so much resistance to it and then it becomes the most darkest part of your life. So you have that choice to make with that 5-5 energy. So with that being said, I'm going to pull on my cards. We're going to shuffle it up. And the energy of the reading for today is for everybody, our audience and our viewers. So I'd like you to take a moment just to think about a question you may have. And as I go and pull the cards out, hopefully the card will give you some insight, clarity, and also reset your energy. So here we go. One more shuffle. I'm going to take the very first card, Beautiful Moon. Love the photo. And compliments to my sister Donna C. Barry, as she is the photographer to these beautiful full moon photos. And I'm going to turn the card around. Oh, this is an awesome card for today's energy. To start off with, we have financial abundance. Isn't that awesome for the month of May? As we just got done saying that May is all about the freedom and the change, financial abundance. Something's going to be changing regarding your finances. So if you've been struggling with your bills or struggling getting things together or trying to figure out how are you going to develop your mastermind project, no more worries, because you have financial abundance literally at your reach. You just have to let go of your resistance. If you're resisting money or you're thinking that there's not enough of it, you're preventing that flow from coming in. So let go of your resistance and allow the gate to open so you can experience your financial abundance. Now the color, the chakra associated is the third eye. So I always say when we focus on our third eye, it gives us an opportunity to really create what it is we want around financial abundance. What is it that we want to create with the money that we're going to be receiving? And take that time, 5 minutes a day, to visualize yourself already in the action of whatever that is for you. Always want to remember that when we are visualizing, we want to visualize as though it's already happening, not as though we want it. And there's a major difference, because when we want it, it means it's an arm reach and we can't get it yet. But when we actually visualize ourselves in it, it means we're actually a part of it already, and the universe is going to match that. So it's amazing energy. Now let's move into the numerology energy, which is 17. So we have that 1. By now you all know that 1 is about new beginnings, new possibilities, new doors are opening. So with that financial abundance, yes, you may be stepping into a new career. You might be stepping into a promotion. You may be receiving unexpected projects to show up that's going to give you unlimited cash flow. So that's the new beginnings, new opportunities opening up the door. The 7, how are you reflecting on your financial abilities? How are you reflecting on money in itself? Do you have a good relationship with money, or does money literally stress the hell out of you? Do you get anxiety when you think about having to pay out something, or you think about that bill coming in the mail? Are you getting anxiety from that? If that is the case, that's a huge sign that you have resistance to money, and that's preventing you from receiving it. So what I like to do is I like to share a really quick trick with you in regards to when your bills come in. Every time a bill comes in, before you open that bill, I like you to take it in and say thank you, because understanding that that bill is representing a service you already redeemed. Once you open that bill, then I want you to look at the number of the amount of money that that bill is. And I want you to think about that bill being a check for you. So if that bill is $500, you're going to be receiving that $500. So as you write out that bill to that person you have to send it out to, you're going to actually be receiving it back as well. So let go of the resistance to receiving money. And that's the 7 energies, reflecting and evaluating and just sitting quietly and connecting with your higher self. One of the things that I've really been focusing on this week specifically is trusting the process. Trusting the process. Now, I truly believe that any one of us who are being challenged about money this particular month, specifically this month because it's all about change, I believe it's the universe or your higher power's way of testing you to see if you trust the process. So now the question is, do you trust the process, and are you passing that test? Or are you resisting the hell out of the issue and the challenge you got going on? And again, if you're resisting it, you're blocking. You're preventing the abundance from coming in. And I speak to you about this with huge experience, because I myself have done so much work about not blocking abundance from coming in. So if you have any questions regarding how to do that and how to let go of the resistance, do not hesitate to reach out to me and I'll share my tricks. Now, as we have that 1 and 7, let's go in it and add it up, bring it down to the single digit. It's an 8, which is obvious to the financial abundance. 8 is all about abundance. Now let's just take a moment and think about the month and the universal year, which is the 3. The 5 plus 3 is about the 8. The energy that we're currently in right now is all about creating abundance and manifesting it. And that's what this card is letting you know, is that it's your choice, it's your power to create financial abundance in your life. And you do have a choice. You can create it or you can block it. And it's your choice on which way you want to go. The blockage means you have resistance. If you are resisting something, sit quietly, reflect on why it is you're resisting, and then trust the process that whatever the situation currently is, it's a test. It's just the universe's way of testing you to see if you trust the process and if you have faith that you will receive the money you need to take care of your bills. So when we think about that 8, let's flip it over on its side. We have infinity. Unlimited possibilities showing up in regards to your financial abundance. So as we think about this door opening to financial abundance, think of every door that you're opening is literally leading you to some sort of additional cash flow coming in for you for the entire month of May. That's the insight we have on this card right here. That energy and information is for everybody. So I do hope this resonated with each and every one of you. I know it resonates with me, and I'm sure it resonates with my audience. My audience, give a shout out that it resonates. Let us know. Clap your hands. Give a shout. Say hello. And just let the viewers know. Nice loud shout. Nice loud shout. And I'm sure it's resonating with everyone. Should you want a card reading, feel free to reach out to me at healingwithin76@gmail.com. Leave your question, and I will get back to you, and we'll set up a time where I can actually work with you on the card. We're going to be going to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, I'm going to have both my guests coming on. We'll be right back.
I'm Nick Rafter, founder and owner of Nick Rafter Real Estate. If you've ever bought, sold, or rented a home in the New York area, you know how difficult a process that can be. But that's where I come in. With years of experience and knowledge of the New York rental and sales market, I can help you navigate the difficult process of renting, selling, or buying a home. Let me help you find the place to be. Here in New York, the best place to be.
Hello, and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. Well, I've given you a mouthful in the first, 9 minutes of the show, and you should be sitting at the edge of your chair. And hopefully you're not going to fall off the chair today, but you probably will. Well, right now I have two of my guests here. As I mentioned, they've both been here before, but I'm really happy they're here again because they have so much to share. And let me introduce both. We have Nick Rafter, who's our real estate agent, and he's also very transparent in regards to his healing. Him and I have been doing a lot of work together behind the scenes and also on the show. And today he's actually going to receive some healing with our other guest, Shauna Marie, where she is our aroma therapist, our sound healer, Reiki master, and all the other beautiful gifts you have going, and also the creator of, what's the name of your soap again? Because I love the title and it sounds really good.
Goodbye Dirty Butthole.
There you go.
Goodbye Dirty Butthole.
There you go. So Shauna Marie, if you don't mind just sharing, actually before we go to you, I just want Nick to just share a little bit about your journey that you've been up to this point, like a 2-3 minute blurb about the journey you've been on and what you've accomplished up to this point.
Well, we started in January, I guess.
I think so, yeah.
And a lot of it has been focused on career and financial, desires and wanting to sort of stabilize that part of my life. And it's been interesting. It was, I guess, the best way I can describe the journey now is to say that on Friday I had a major thing happened that disrupted my financial stability in a major way, and I strangely didn't get anxious about it, didn't get scared about it, and thought about how different it would have been, my reaction would have been before
all this healing.
And other people pointing it out and saying, like, how are you not freaking out? How are you not, so anxious like you usually are? And it's I had to sort of, and I felt the anxiety there, it existed, but I had to sort of take it back and sort of,
So I'm guessing the card read that we just had resonated with you 100%?
Yeah.
Awesome. Very nice. Thank you for sharing that. So Shauna Marie, in reference to your journey and what you're planning on doing today with Nick, share a little bit about that in reference to what it is you're going to be doing and letting the viewers know what's going on.
Oh, gladly. But also, thank you for that reading. It definitely resonated with me deeply.
Oh, you too.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I'm now in a path where I'm learning to take care of myself and provide for myself.
Okay.
And with that is letting go of the resistance to money. Because I've always been taken care of from my parents. And then for a little while before I got married, I got to take care of myself just for a blip. And then I got married, my husband took care of me, and then I got divorced. And I had to learn to take care of myself.
So now you're independent on financially taking care of you.
Yes, and I'm talking about
that's scary as hell.
Well, I'm on my way there because I'm learning about the 401k. I'm learning about the Roth IRA. I'm learning about X amount of money that needs to be in savings. It needs to be ready on hand in cash. It needs to be in checking account. I never thought of these things before. So anytime a young person would be in my, my field and ask for advice, I say mind, body, physical, and fiscal fitness is very important.
Nice.
So important because I didn't put myself in a place where I took care of it early, but now it's my path and I get to share that with people.
Nice. Excellent. Yes. So what are you going to be doing with Nick today as a demonstration?
So we will have a very brief Q&A session.
Okay.
But in that brief Q&A, it would be almost like a guided meditation. And in participating in it, thank you for being open to it. What I would love to share is the process. This is something anyone could do when they wake up, when they're feeling anxious, as needed throughout the day, when they're feeling overwhelmed. Or for me, how my anxiety shows up is my ear starts to ring, and then I try to do so many things all at the same time and nothing gets done. And my heartbeat goes here, and I'm just listening to my heart, and I feel like I'm doing something, but really nothing's getting accomplished. Bits and pieces.
Okay.
And what I say, words come out, but a lot of words come out.
Uh-huh.
I'm not speaking simply. I'm not speaking clearly. I'm trying to explain something and almost defend myself. But when I get to put those aside, listen to it, and kind of turn off the volume or mute it, then I just become enough. And then I remember, all I have to do is breathe.
Yes.
All I have to be just be present. If I miss saying something, it wasn't meant to be said.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's what we're going to do.
Yes, as opposed to having a script and expecting to read from it and then stress yourself out because, oh my God, I missed this part.
Yes, and letting go of the getting it right
Yes,
and
yes.
looking good while
Yes.
trying to get it
Yes,
right.
exactly.
It's impossible.
Exactly, exactly. So go ahead and give that demonstration. So viewers, get ready to watch a demonstration and see how this goes.
Okay, so I invite you to please pick your soap up. So a little bit about the soap. This is an aromatherapy soap. It's made of castor oil, coconut oil, olive oil, and a synergy of essential oils, patchouli, eucalyptus, lemongrass, and spearmint.
Nice.
Of course, water, Reiki, lots of laughter and love. I like making aromatherapy practical.
Okay.
Because we all don't have time to open bottles and combine them. It's in here. We smell it. There you go. So let's begin by you just exploring it with your hands. And there's no right or wrong answer. Really, we're just checking in on what it's like for you. So in one word, describe the sensation and the texture between your palms.
I would say cool. There's a coolness to it, but not a coldness to it.
Thank you.
Just kind of like a refreshing cool.
Got it. Now look at it with your eyes. Just let your eyes explore however they want, whatever direction. In one word, describe what you see.
Natural.
Thank you.
It looks like a rock you would see on a beach. The color's a little different than what you see, but like the contours, the lines.
Got it. Now breathe it in. In one word, describe the aroma that you sense.
Citrus.
Let's breathe it in again. That citrus aroma, where in your face or in your body did you first perceive it?
Actually my mouth.
Your mouth.
Yeah, I tasted almost like I'm tasting like a tropical juice.
Now, could the audience, could the viewers and audience actually use their own, let's say, soap
Yes.
to do the same thing as well?
Yes.
Excellent.
So just to prompt you to get into action, if you have the soap at home, grab it. If you don't have the soap, grab something you enjoy smelling. It could be an herb, your baby, a pet, anything. And something natural, please. And just join us.
There you go. Good, yeah.
So smell again. In your mouth, describe the sensation that's there right now.
It's a tingling sensation that is like if you bit into an orange or if you tasted vinegar. Something tart, like a tart sensation.
Thank you. Breathe again. What color does it remind you of?
Yellow.
Nice.
That was
That's
an
what you said
intuitive
color, I
question.
did.
First thought, best thought. Breathe again. What place does it remind you of?
Oh, it reminds me of the vacation I just came back from.
Where?
I did the Caribbean, I did the Panama Canal, and it reminds me of the day we spent in Colombia, in Cartagena, walking through the old city. And just the colorfulness, the brightness, the smell of the tropical fruit and the smell of the sea kind of combined.
Beautiful. I'm right there now. Breathe again. What image is in your mind right now?
A palm tree.
Thank you. Breathe again. Who does it remind you of?
It reminds me of, this is going to be a strange answer, but of people I don't know. People, strangers that I see on my travels or in a place that I've been. Not just Cartagena, but any place I've been. Nobody specifically, just new people, strange people that I've met for the first time.
Got it. Perfect. Breathe again. In your life, what would you like to experience less of?
I would like to experience less anxiety, really. I mean, that's the first answer that comes to mind.
Great. Breathe again. in your life, what would you like to experience more of?
I would like to experience more career success rather than career failures, career successes.
Yes, career success. Breathe again. In this moment, what do you appreciate about yourself?
I appreciate the fact that I am very open and blunt and not shy and not reserved, not an introvert, because I think that I'd be worse off if I was that
Got
way.
it. Breathe again. In this moment, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for love, for the love of family, for the love of my partner, for the love of friends, for the love of those I work with.
Thank you for that. Breathe again. How are you feeling in this moment?
I'm feeling strangely awake. It's funny, I've been sort of tired most of the day, probably because of the weather. But right now I feel very alert, very awake, very ambitious, I guess.
Great. Breathe one more time. What word would you like to conclude with?
Ambitious.
Got it. Ambitious.
Ambitious.
When you're ready, just place the soap back down. And thank you for joining us in that little exercise.
That was awesome.
Thank you, and thank you, Nick, for just
Thank
being
you.
so present. That's a very simple way of leading ourselves into meditation. I do that when I go into corporations as a corporate wellness aromatherapist. In between people's lunch breaks, we just set up a table. They do that, but when you go back to life, when you go back to your relationships at home, you're more present. You're feeling more enough. You don't feel like you have to please other people or get it right. And there's a quietness and a quiet confidence about you that you can't get it wrong.
Exactly.
And you're trusting the process.
Exactly.
And even if we don't go into the science of it, really, our heart rates are lowering. Blood pressure's lowering. We're not in fight, flight, or freeze mode.
Yes.
And we're just present. That's really the most powerful space we could
Great.
be in.
Great. And Nick, how was that for you?
I will say that, Shauna, you're actually really good for this, because my first thought was, I'm going to say something stupid. And just having your presence there, it was like, I could say anything. And,
Thank you.
and there won't be any judgment. There won't be any like weird looks. And so I just had to let the mind go. Let the mind and body sort of go and let loose whatever was happening.
Excellent.
That's great. And please take that with you. I'm a very anxious person too, and I've stopped avoiding crowds. I use MTA
Hey, we were
every
just
day,
talking about this, yes.
and I just have to let everything flow. But I tune into one sound, into one color that I see, into one sensation in my body. If there's a really big emotion, I locate it, and I ask myself, what shape is there? What texture? Is it moving? Where is it going? And then I ease myself into, what do I really want less of in this life?
There you go.
What do I want more of?
Yeah.
What can I appreciate about myself? And just for this moment, what the hell am I grateful for?
There you go.
And I could just come up with a list and do it repetitively as needed.
And that's awesome. That's awesome. So
Thank
Nick, Nick, let the viewers know how they can reach you.
You can reach me by email at n as in Nick, Rafter, R-A-F as in Frank, T-E-R, at city, that's spelled C-I-T-I, habitats, Habitats.com, or you can go online at cityhabitats.com/Nick Rafter and find my webpage there.
Excellent. And Shanna Marie, how can the viewers reach you?
Yes, please go to thelovingearth.com. All my social media links are there. If you're on Instagram and Twitter, it's at The Loving Earth. If you're on Facebook, it's at The Loving Earth. If you prefer email, it's thelovingearthwellness@gmail.com.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for the two of you for sharing, and again, Nick, for
Pleasure.
being so transparent and allowing this demo to take place. We're going to be taking a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be sharing so much more healing work. So we'll be right back.
Experience Feng Shui interior design for your home or office. Good Chi Feng Shui LLC can transform your home or workspace, no matter how large or small, into a harmonious, rejuvenated environment. Good Chi Feng Shui LLC. Call or email to schedule an appointment for a consultation today.
Hi there, my name is Sherry Simpson. I am a transformational life coach. I healed an autoimmune disease of the thyroid called Graves' disease, and I like to help people heal themselves now. I did this completely naturally using many methods, and I believe connecting into my spirituality really had a huge impact for me. So I like to help people get to the root cause of issues, and I do that by allowing you to tap into your higher self and by asking your subconscious and your higher self questions about what it is that you need to do to heal. So I look forward to connecting with you soon. Namaste.
Those dark nights of the soul, they suck. But anyway, we come out of them. And I'm going to share with you what mine look like and the tools I use to stay grounded, centered, and really present no matter what's going on around me. Don't forget to tune in, Strong Island TV with Joanne Angel Barry Cologne's show.
Hello, and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. So, I've given you a load of information. You got a demonstration, and now we're going to be moving into our next guest, where we're going to be speaking about what is an empath. And I'd like to introduce Sherry Simpson. She is our transformational life coach. And hello, Sherry, how are you?
Hi, I'm well. I'm actually outside because I wanted to make a point about empaths today, so we'll see how this goes.
Okay, awesome. So I've been gearing our viewers up for today's show regarding what is an empath and what is an empath. Let's start with that big question. What is an empath?
Well, an empath is someone who feels other people's feelings, but there's about 5 different kinds. So some people might not resonate as that. They might just feel full when they're out in public. So it's the sense that we're taking on other people's things, or we're feeling things that are not ours, that belong to other people.
Excellent. Now, in reference to being an empath, what can some do, or what can most do to, I guess, shield themselves from other people's energies so we're not avoiding big crowds? Because one of the things I've had many conversations with many who are empaths, that they avoid big crowds. So what are some tips you can provide?
Well, there's a couple of different things. So I'm outside because nature is key, because it's one of those places where we can actually dissipate some of the energy that we've picked up. So if you're spending a lot of time with people, you also need to be spending a lot of time outside.
Okay.
Also, the big crowd thing, sorry, it's loud. And I want it to be in a noisy place, sort of, because the way that noises sound to most people, that's how an empath kind of feels, almost like overwhelmed, almost like it's loud. Does that make sense?
Well, that makes a lot of sense, and you just explained to me why I cringe when I hear loud noises.
It's that thing. It's like this overwhelm, because noise is energy as well. So some people who are empaths pick up on energy and noise, not exactly feeling. So you sort of have to be able to work with your own gifts, and I think they're gifts. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. Mm-hmm. But one thing that you can do is go to the location ahead of time, or be the first one there, because when you do that, as the people start to come in, you acclimate to the energy of the place, and then the people sort of add in, and it's easier. Does that make sense?
Yes, definitely does.
Absolutely. The other thing is to clear your chakras. And I don't believe that people should bubble, because I don't think that energy is something that we should be afraid of. But I do believe that if you get all of your chakras in alignment, then you can actually set the intention that you're dimming or toning down, not the top and the bottom, but the ones in between. Does that make sense?
Definitely. Yes. Definitely.
Have you ever tried that?
No, so what you're saying is, rather than focusing on the crown and the root, to really focus in on the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plex, and the sacral.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily that you focus in there. It's that you imagine that there's a dial on each chakra that's open to a 10, and then before you go out into public, the church behind me is dinging. Before you go out into public, then you actually allow those chakras to be dimmed down to maybe 3.
Oh, okay. Yes, I've actually done that. And I actually do that type of work with my clients where I have them visualize, let's say, a white light covering those chakras and exposing just the root and the crown. So yes,
Absolutely.
I'm very familiar with
yeah,
that.
and,
Yes.
and for some people, you don't necessarily need to do that with all of your chakras. So you could sort of play, because some people pick up energy from the heart and some people pick it up from the solar plexus. So you could just do it with one chakra to start with and see if that's enough for you.
Excellent. That's very interesting. Very interesting.
The other thing that is important, in my opinion, is that when you come home, I like to imagine that there's like a screen in my car door or a screen in my house where I'm sloughing off all of the energy that I've picked up.
Yes.
And then you can also shower, because that is sort of setting the intention that you're washing off anything that you've picked up after you've been at some event.
It's interesting you said that, because I was just about to say, would showering help to, I guess, realign the energy for that person once they get home?
Absolutely.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, and one of the things I do is imagine that the shower head, the water coming down, is actually cleansing my chakras. So that's like a twofold there.
Now, I know for many, when many have this modality as an impact, many experience the anxiety behind it.
Yes.
Now, when
It's
they
almost like you're holding on to a whole bunch of energy, so it's as though you're vibrating and you don't necessarily know that it's all yours. So that's why nature is a good thing. Sometimes you need to find a way to dissipate that energy, and it's different for everyone. So some people might have to work out to dissipate the energy to get tired, and some people might actually have to sweat, like getting into a sauna, and other people might have to meditate in order to dissipate the energy. So it's finding your own unique way to slough it off.
Interesting. Very interesting. This is such an interesting topic. And I'm hoping that the viewers are really taking this in, because I do believe, and I was saying this in my Facebook Live earlier, that I do believe we all have this beautiful gift as impacts. I believe more of us
so
have
too,
it than
and I
less.
think that the people who are more open to spirituality, they're more turned on to that. They're receiving stuff just like it creates a greater impact for them.
Yes, yes. So what other advice do you have regarding impacts, and in reference to showering and coming to the event first, and you know, healing their chakras? What other advice do you have?
Some people really find that gemstones and crystals work really well. So you can carry certain gemstones that allow you to stay in your own energy. Some people really like carrying like the grounding ones, so that you're really feeling like you're grounded in your own body. So you might carry like an onyx or a black tourmaline. And other people really find that something like a rose quartz that keeps them in their own sort of self-love bubble is a little bit more empowering. So you can find different crystals to help.
Nice, very nice. And it's so amazing, like, as I'm thinking of the questions, you're just coming right out with the answers without me asking the question.
Yeah.
We're that in
Wonderful.
tune with each other.
Yeah, it's really cool to sort of play with that. So what I would do is like maybe bring like 4 or 5 different crystals out with me, and I would actually be in a place that was maybe a little overwhelming, and I would hold each one just to give it a test to see if it actually helps me or not.
That's a good idea. Good idea.
The other thing that I'm hearing is selenite. People can get selenite wands, and you can actually sort of brush your own aura with the selenite wand, and that can help to clear your energy as well.
Excellent. Now, just talk a little bit about what you just said about taking the satellite crystal and just cleansing the energy.
It's almost as though you're brushing yourself like you're a cat, but you're brushing your energy.
Oh, okay. This way here the viewers have an understanding to what that actually means for them.
Yeah.
You know, and what I actually visualize when one is doing that, it's almost like when you're in the shower and the water is hitting and just like literally gliding down your body. Same.
Yes,
same
and actually you just brought up something else. Another thing that you could do is sage.
Yes, yes. And now, in reference for the viewers who have no idea what sage is, give a little information.
Sage is something that you can burn, and there's different kinds of sage. White sage is the most popular, but you can also burn like cedar. And what it does is it creates smoke, and the smoke clears your aura. So you can literally wrap it around your body. People use sage and Palo Santo as well to clear rooms and to clear spaces of energy. So it works really great for clearing.
Excellent. Now, in regards to being an empath, is there any more information that one would need to know so they can keep themselves grounded?
You want to know when you're grounded or not, and so you just sort of be really paying attention to how you're feeling, because many times empaths pick up things and they're like, "Boy, I'm really annoyed all of a sudden," or I got home from this movie and I'm really pissed off and I don't know why." That is what you have to pay attention to, because if there isn't something that actually annoyed you or pissed you off, then you've actually picked up someone else's energy. So you need to sort of really be cognizant in, is this mine?
An interesting question that's actually coming up. When you mention movies, now as an impact, do they actually pick up energy from, like, let's say when they're watching a movie?
Yeah, you probably, I don't want to say you can't, because I don't know for sure that you could actually pick it up from a movie, but you feel things in a movie. So you're actually picking up sort of the emotions that you're going through in a movie. So some people will end up watching, like, Game of Thrones or like Sons of Anarchy or something like that, and they'll actually feel like they're like traumatized a little bit, because it's almost as though they went through what the lead character went through. Does that make sense?
Yeah, oh yes, it definitely does. And I'm going to do something slightly different, and I've never done this before, so we're going to try it out. I have my other two guests here, and I want to bring them into the conversation. I have both Nick and Shauna Marie with us, and I'd like them to ask questions that they might have regarding being an empath, and see if you can answer some of those questions for them. So we're going to start with Nick.
Well, Sherry, it was funny. You mentioned about picking up other people's auras. And, I find myself a lot where I feel an emotion, and I don't know why I feel it. Like, I don't know why I'm suddenly depressed, or I don't know why I'm suddenly really happy, or I don't know why I'm suddenly stressed out. And I really can't explain it. Can you be a person who picks up auras more than other people? Is that something that's possible?
Yeah, absolutely. So essentially, you can pick up energy just like picking up a pen off a table. So if you know all of a sudden that you feel something different, even if you just feel a sensation in your body, then what you want to do is say, okay, wait a minute, is this mine? And if you get this sense that it's not, you just want to say, I'm putting this down now. And it's almost as though you can take the energy and sort of bring it down towards the earth and say, no, that's not mine. And then the thing that people don't necessarily do is fill up with something else. So that means you might call in joy, or call in fun, or call in play, or call in love, in order to fill that space so that you're no longer a match. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Because that's always my thing, is that I find myself that, just recently this happened to me, where I was just walking around having a good day, and all of a sudden I felt really depressed. And I was like, why do I feel depressed?
Well, now you know. Now you know.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that question. And Shauna Marie, do you have a question?
Yes, hi Sherry.
Hi.
It's not too different. Maybe I'm just asking more practical tips, because I love all the suggestions and I use the tools. I'm a big fan of essential oils, crystals, Reiki, and calling it in. So when somebody doesn't have those tools with them, maybe share something that you do that we could also do and try. So if there's no time to open a bottle, I could just breathe, what could be done?
Absolutely. That's a great question. One of the things you can do is, on the spot, imagine that there's a funnel at the top of your head, and that funnel is going to allow cleansing energy in whatever color. I'm hearing lavender today for some reason, to actually flush your body. So you imagine it filling up your physical body, and then you imagine that energy actually filling outside of your body, so you're clearing your energy and your physical body. And you can do that really quickly. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you for that.
And interesting that you were feeling lavender, because they're both sitting on this beautiful lavender purple sofa. So yes.
Wonderful.
She can't see us, by the way,
Yes,
just
yes,
so you guys
yes,
know.
yes. But that was a great question.
Thank you.
An excellent
Thank you,
question.
Sherry.
And Sherry, in reference to what I'm hearing, could hugging a tree be beneficial?
Absolutely. Hugging a tree is like a great way to ground. Even if you're not into hugging, you could sit at the base of a tree where the roots are and allow sort of the energy of the tree to grab things out of you. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely makes sense. I'm into hugging
you.
trees. That's why it just popped up in my head when Shauna Marie asked the question, when you don't have the materials, what do? Assuming we're in nature, find yourself
Yes.
a tree. Yes.
Yeah. The other thing you can do is imagine that you have a tree root system at the bottoms of your feet that you're actually putting into the ground, and then taking that earth energy and bringing it into your body. So you're feeling really grounded.
That's awesome. So Sherry, how can the viewers reach you?
They can reach me at sherrysimpson.com. So that's SherrySimpson.com.
And no phone number, just the email, correct?
You can use phone number if you want. It's 519-995-7474.
Excellent. Sherry, thank you so much for sharing and enlightening us about what an empath is, and giving us all the tools that you've given us, because now we know what to do.
Yay!
Yes, thank you for
Thank you,
coming on,
Sherry.
and looking forward to sharing some more with you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. So again, viewers, we're going to be taking a quick break, and we'll be coming back with some more information. Stay tuned.
I'm Nick Rafter, founder and owner of Nick Rafter Real Estate. If you've ever bought, sold, or rented a home in the New York area, you know how difficult a process that can be. But that's where I come in. With years of experience and knowledge of the New York rental and sales market, I can help you navigate the difficult process of renting, selling, or buying a home. Let me help you find the place to be. Here in New York, the best place to be.
Hi there, my name is Sherry Simpson. I am a transformational life coach. I healed an autoimmune disease of the thyroid called Graves' disease, and I like to help people heal themselves now. I did this completely naturally using many methods, and I believe connecting into my spirituality really had a huge impact for me. So I like to help people get to the root cause of issues, and I do that by allowing you to tap into your higher self and by asking your subconscious and your higher self questions about what it is that you need to do to heal. So I look forward to connecting with you soon. Namaste.
Hello, and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. So we've had a lot of great information today, a lot of great tools that I'm hoping you're writing this down or going to get to watch on the replay so you can utilize these tools that we've been sharing with you today. I want to remind you that if you are interested in receiving a training session, Reiki treatment, or even a card reading, to please reach out to me. You can reach out to me at 646-236-9155, or you can send your information to me through email, healingwithin76@gmail.com. And I also want to remind you that I'm always looking for guests to come on, whether you're a healer or you're looking to start your transformation. I'm always looking for guests. So send your bios to my email address, again, healingwithin76@gmail.com. We're going to get ready to go into a reading for both of my guests today. By now, I'm sure you're familiar with how it works. They're going to shuffle up the card, each of them. While they're shuffling the card, they're going to be asking a question out loud because we're transparent here. We don't whisper the question, we say it out loud. And then they're going to spread the cards out. They'll pull one card out with their left hand, and hopefully that card is going to give them insight based on the question they ask. Now, I've mentioned this about 3 weeks ago. Sometimes the card they pull is actually giving information on a question they did not ask. So sometimes that happens. So Dominic, we're going to take you first, shuffle them up, say your question out loud, and let's see where it all goes.
So my question is today, will my recent issues that affected me financially, will I recover from that in quickly?
Quickly. So
Yeah.
it's a quick recovery you're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So just spreading this out, right? That's
Now, before you actually grab the card, what I'd like you to do is place your left hand over your heart center a moment. Right in the center,
right center.
underneath the mic, so we don't want to bang the mic. And I want you just to, just ask yourself, check in with yourself and see how you're feeling with that question. Do you feel anxious? Do you feel relaxed? Are you connecting with the faith?
I feel a little anxious, but not as anxious as I would normally think I would feel.
All right, so now let's pull that card and see where we go with it. Okay. All right, so interesting enough, you got the card that I pulled for myself this morning, which is all about transformations. And what I'm getting from your question regarding the transformation, this situation that you have going on financially, as I mentioned earlier with the card that was pulled on the site, is all about you trusting the process And
Okay.
in reference to, as you trust the process, it's going to help you transform to another layer of who you are. Because it's going to help you peel off that anxiousness of recognizing that this unexpected situation occurred. And as I mentioned in my earlier reading, whatever the amount is that showed up for you, obviously the universe or God is going to bring different projects, different events into your life so you can make that money, so you can pay off what you got to pay. So theoretically, as long as, again, you don't have the resistance, those projects, those new opportunities are going to flow in really quickly for you. So I do think the answer to the question is I do believe this is going to be a quick process for you as long as you step out of your own way.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? If for whatever the reasons are you're holding on to that resistance, then yes, it's your this week may be very slow for you, but I don't get that. I do believe that there's a transformation here coming in for you.
Yeah, when you say trust the process, that's something that I've been trying to do the last couple of days, is just sort of like relaxing and saying,
Exactly.
everyone who's involved is telling me, don't worry about it, don't get too caught up with it, it'll resolve itself.
Exactly.
And so,
Exactly. And then when we talk about the chakra associated, we have the yellow, and the yellow is all about the solar plex. And our solar plex is connecting to trusting the process, having faith. However, when the solar plex gets a little blocked, it creates worry, doubt, insecurity, and also not feeling safe. So ideally, we want to keep that solar plex open and active, and again, just sitting and knowing that there's a reason why it happened. And whatever that reason is, bless the reason, and know that whatever the amount is that whatever the situation is, know that the universe is going to provide you with particular services so you could take care of that particular situation quickly for you. Then we have the number 1 and 8. And we've talked about the 1 already. I think we've talked about 1 all the time. The transformation is going to lead you to something new. So along with these new projects you have coming in, I get a sense that something bigger is going to be coming in based on this situation. I'm not really sure what it is, but something bigger. Something so out of what you would even expect from what you're doing is what I really get from that new. Like perhaps, let's say, an unexpected listing. Does that make sense? Okay.
the last time you predicted that, I actually got one later that day.
Yeah,
So
that's what
it's-
I'm hearing, is that an unexpected listing is going to show up for you, and that particular situation is going to be exactly what you need
In the,
to take care of what you got to take care of. That is not going to, the additional funds of what you need is not going to come from what you're currently doing. It's going to be something so unexpected, unpredictable, which goes with this energy of the 5, unpredictable. That you're going to sit back and say, wow, that was unpredictable. I didn't expect that to happen. And that's that 1 door I'm sensing. That 8 energy, as you've said before, that 8 is following you. And that 8 is all about the abundance. So trusting the process, trusting the financial abundance of it all. Then we have, when we add it together, we have a 9. So that 9 is about letting go, clearing out, and transforming. And I think that's the big thing here, is you're going to be transforming, and you are transforming. You're peeling layers of yourself, like every single day, every single week that you're working on you, you're peeling layers. And if you actually looked at yourself from, let's say, a year ago to now, what would you say about yourself from a year ago to now in regards to your transformation?
oh, I would say I'm far more confident.
Yeah.
Confident and not questioning myself.
Yes. Yes.
Not nearly as much as a year ago.
Yes. So do you feel this card resonates?
Yes.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so too. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so we're going to send the cards over to Shauna Marie, and she too is going to shuffle up, and she's going to ask her question when she's ready, all shuffled, clearing out the energy. And Shauna Marie, just tap like the top card just for a minute, just to get the energy. There we go. There we go. And we do that basically just to clear the energy from one person to the other. Okay, and what's that question you're going to ask?
Okay, what immediate change should I make that would best serve me, my highest purpose, and make room for all the blessings that are on their way?
Wow, that's a biggie. All right.
Okay.
Let's pick one. All right. And I love. And we had this one before. Oh my. Financial abundance. Financial abundance. It's just repeating itself because the universe and God wants us to be reassured that financial abundance is definitely in the air. And this is what you need. This is what you need to know, that you are on the path for whatever it is you're looking to accomplish. So, I mean, if you haven't had confirmation yet, whether it's Shauna Marie or the viewers, this is confirmation. As we've seen, she shuffled the deck. It wasn't like it was sitting on the top and it just showed up. And of course, using our third eye, using your third eye to really visualize what it is you want and desire. And allowing yourself to put yourself in that space that you already have whatever it is you're looking to manifest. And knowing that it's already manifested. And knowing that, you know, it's just a matter of the right timing to when it will show up for you. Okay? So again, we have that one, you know, as we mentioned before, because we had this card earlier as the setting the energy for the show, and now we have it again for Shauna Marie. The one is the new beginning. The one is also about leadership. And in reference to what it is you're looking to do, your journey is you're looking to step in as a leader, which you already are, you know, but just doing it in a different perspective. You know, standing almost like, what I actually see is like you're standing on a stage, having well, you're in a conference, you're at a conference, sharing whatever it is. I mean, is that something you see yourself wanting to do in the future? Is like public speaking, so to speak?
Yes, a lot of group work, connecting with a lot, all gender identities, but really connecting with the sisterhood of women.
Yeah, because I'm actually seeing that. As I see you standing over there by a mic, in front of a huge audience of people. I actually see that. So I'm hoping you're receiving it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Ready.
Yes. So we have that 7 energy, which is about reflecting. Reflecting on where you were and where you want to go. And analyzing it. But not analyzing it to the point where you analyze it with resistance. You analyze it with joy and excitement.
Yes.
Because the path you're on your way to is going to be exciting.
Adventure.
Yes, which is that 5 energy.
Yes.
Now let's take the number again, and we're going to tap right into Nick with that 8 energy. The 8, which is again that universal energy that we're in right now between the 5 and now 3. From the 5 from May, so our viewers understand where it comes from, and I'm not just picking numbers out of my head or out of a hat. The 5 is for the month of May, and then when you have the 3 from the universal year 2019, you add them together. The entire month for this month is an 8 energy, and that 8 energy is all about financial abundance. And when I use the word financial abundance, because many people will sit back and say, well, abundance doesn't necessarily mean finances for me, but particularly for the energy we're in right now, that's what it's focused on, is financial abundance. And we think about that 5 energy, it's about freeing yourself from your finances, changing the way you feel about money. Because many of us have resistance with money. Many of us get really nervous, get anxious, and scared about, oh my God, am I going to have enough? You know, am I going to have enough for retirement? And my philosophy is, you know what? Yes, you're going to have enough for retirement as long as you don't have resistance of money. So that whole energy of 8 is just about living in abundance. So excellent card for you. Does it resonate?
Yes, thank you for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So again, Nick, let the viewers know how they can reach you.
You can reach me by email at N as in Nick, Rafter, R-A-F as in Frank, T-E-R, at cityhabitats.com. That's spelled CITIHABITATS.com. Or find me online at Nick Rafter. You can Google my name. You can go to cityhabitats.com, find my website. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
There you go.
All the fun stuff.
Excellent. And Shauna Marie, how can they reach you again?
Yes, connect with me at thelovingearth.com. All my social media links are there. If you're on Instagram, it's at thelovingearth.com. And I look forward to connecting with you. Thank you for joining us.
Excellent. And again, I'd like to remind you all to share and like and comment. And I just want to mention that again, if you are interested in ordering your own deck of Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast deck, you can. They're available for purchase. They're $38 plus includes shipping and handling. And for now, until May 10th, it's going to come with this beautiful velvet pouch that you can carry your cards in. And there's a great booklet that comes along with it to help you understand numerology, the chakras, and all the affirmations. I'm also offering a 4-week course for those who are interested once you have your cards to learn how to use your cards so you can determine and detect how to incorporate the affirmation, the chakras, and the numerology, and tap into your intuition as well, because there's a practice to this. You have to learn how to use these cards, and I'm here to teach you that. It's a 4-week course, and for right now through May 10th, you can take advantage of that course. It's 50% off. It's $111. You can go ahead and reach out to me, 646-236-9155, to reserve your spot. And the class is being offered on Saturday or Wednesday, and you can, of course, combine the 2 classes. If you can't make one day, you can go to the other. First class is on June 1st for Saturday at 3 p.m. and the one for Wednesday is on June 5th at 7 p.m. So if you are interested in purchasing the cards and also taking the class, feel free to reach out. Again, 646-236-9155. And today I also want to give a big shout out to Bobby and Rudy for making this all possible. Rudy for putting all my stuff together so I can get my show on track, and Bobby for running everything behind the scenes so everything runs really perfectly. And when you get a chance, you need to stop by Paradise Studios and come sit in the audience and be a part of what takes place here, because it's a great place. The energy is awesome, and we love the 2 of them. And I also want to give a shout out to the 2 people that made my cards possible. The photographer, Donna C. Barry. She's photographed these beautiful full moons, and she blessed me to use these full moon photos in my deck. And then also Rosie Bastista, who took my vision and made it a reality. So thank you so much for them. But for now, I thank you all. Have an awesome 5-5 day and a great rest of the weekend, and looking forward to connecting with every one of you next Sunday. Namaste.